day 29. I am God's intuitive princess. So I am doing this recap because I don't know if TikTok is working properly and if it's going to download over there or not. I did a video earlier. I'm not going to do the whole thing over, but what I want to do is I want to do a recap. Now I read Proverbs 21, 17 through 31. Basically what God was saying in that reading, and you can go back and read it for yourself, men. Thank you and welcome. Um, that basically what God was saying was He want the men to have balance, have a well-rounded life. Not all work, not all play, not all family, not all, He wants men to not only work hard, not play all the time, but work hard, and not just want to have pleasure all the time. Because if you want to have pleasure all the time, men, it says that you will never get anywhere. You won't have anything. If you're always wanting pleasure, you're always wanting to have a good time, you're always wanting to turn up, it will lead you to nowhere. You won't have anything. That's the foolish man. The wise man, he has balance in his life. And I'll just read the first verse. It says, "He that loveth pleasure shall be a poor man. He that loveth wine and oil shall not be rich." So most men that I know, that I hear, that I talk to, they want to go to the next level. They want to be rich. They want to have a couple of $1 million in the bank. And they want to be able to take care of their families. But God is saying that because the men are not having balance. Men that have balance, you can tell them by their fruit, because they have money in the bank. They have things in order. They have balance in their lives. You have to have balance in your life. You have to work as hard as you play. You can't play all the time and expect to have things, move forward in your life. You have to have time for everything. There's a time for everything. There's time to play. There's a time to work. There's a time to spend with your family. There's a time to spend with your wife. There's a time to spend with your kids. There's a time for all of that. There's a time to do everything. But God is saying today, when I read the scriptures, what stood out to me the most was the first scripture, and it talked about having balance. A man that does not have balance, that wants pleasure all the time, that just want to eat and drink all the time, will never be rich. You won't have those things that you want because your life is out of balance. And we know that in order for your life to move forward or to grow or to progress or to go to the next level, you have to be well balanced. You have to be balanced in your health, balanced in your work, balanced in your family, balanced at home, balanced, you have to have these things balanced out. You can't spend all day with your friends and then expect for your wife to be happy. You can't spend all day at work and then expect to never have any money in the bank. You can't stay at the club all the time and expect for your wife to be happy. You can't work all the time and expect for your kids to be happy. So God is basically saying you have to have balance in your life so that your life will move forward. You can't do one thing all the time. Too much of anything is no good. So God's saying that you have to have balance in your life. So this is what I got out of this reading. And then it will keep you out of trouble. When you know what you want to do and you do it, you're going to do this at this time, this at this time, this at this time. You're not going to lay on the couch all weekend and expect for the grass to get cut. You're not going to oversleep. So basically God is just saying that all these things that come after that is due to having balance in your life. You keep yourself out of trouble. You keep your wife happy. You keep your family happy. Um, you you know, you don't have, you don't have all these things going on in your life. Um, and this is a perfect example right here. It says the sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when they bring it forth, when they bring it with a wicked mind. So if you don't have balance in your life, it doesn't matter how much good you do. You're always out of balance. You're never in the flow of things. You're always, what they say, robbing Peter to pay Paul, or you either trying to buy a bunch of flowers to make up for your wife when it's not going to matter. Because if you do the same thing again and you don't spend no time with her, she's still going to be mad. So it's just, you have to have balance in your life. You have to have a balance in every area of your life. So then you don't even have all of these issues that is talking about in the Word. You won't have time for all of this nonsense that you won't have time to be telling lies, and you won't even have time for that. You won't even have a need for that, because your life will have balance. You will come up with a plan, follow that plan, and then that way, everything will run smoothly. So I just wanted to recap, just in case that the video don't upload on. I wrote something over there to let them know that they can come over here and watch it. And also, all of my anomalians over here. The 31 days, I was telling them that I will go over if I